It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, and it's a Tuesday morning as we welcome you back to your Feel Good Breakfast show. Now that we're officially in December time, I'm sure most of us are starting to plan some holiday getaways out there to explore South Africa or maybe even head overseas. But have you ever considered Antarctica as one of your destinations? Well, our next guests have just recently returned from the frozen continent, having become the very first people to successfully swim across the icy waters of the South Pole in an official event. Barkai and Samantha Whelpton from the International Ice Swimming Association are with us this morning to chat about their daring feat, from which they've just returned, 3 days ago, you were saying, Sam?
Yeah, 3 days ago. It doesn't completely feel like I'm back yet.
That is absolutely crazy. I mean, hopefully you've had some time now, the both of you, to reflect on what must have been a life-changing experience. But
yeah.
If you were to summarize it for yourself, how was it?
It was out of this world, to put it lightly. It feels like I've just returned from Mars and I have to explain to people how it was.
Ram, what about you?
It's my third time to Antarctica, but it's one of these places that no brochure can explain or do justice to. You actually have to go there yourself and experience it.
Yeah.
It is so surreal.
I mean, I was even thinking that you had some kind of wetsuit or something. This is unbelievable. You had nothing protecting you against the elements, against the water, the icy conditions. So wait, what first of all gets you going, I want to go and swim across the icy waters of Antarctica?
Do you want to answer this?
Oh, how much time have we got, you know? It's a passion. I mean, we're swimmers. First of all, we're swimmers. We swim in open water all around the world. And Cape Town's got cold water. And the challenge is to swim as in colder water as possible, like mountaineers want to climb Mount Everest, open water
That's
swimmers.
what you seek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Mount Everest of, you see something like this, all you want to do is take off your kit and jump in and swim. That's...
Wow. And I'm trying to just imagine the planning and the preparation that gets put into doing something like this, because it's obviously it's not normal. This is very, very extreme. Tell me about the planning process.
Well, fortunately enough, we stay in Cape Town, so we have cold water we train in. We train in Camps Bay weekly. The swimming part, you have to be quite fit to be able to do an ice swim. I mean, you're very exposed to the elements. It's very cold. You have to keep your body temperature up while you're swimming. But planning the event, I think that took Ram about 2 years in planning the event to get 14, 15 swimmers to go to Antarctica with their support. So, yeah, it's quite...
Yeah, it is. Look, we are swimming in... That was actually quite warm. It was only -1. Our swim was at -1.2. So swimming in water like this, you know, you don't see the leopard seal, the floating ice, there's wind. There's no room for error.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to plan it like a military operation. Took 2 years. We found a ship that has the Zodiac, the safety. We actually took a doctor for the whole team from South Africa, Dr. Rice. There he is, So he knows exactly. He's been with us in many, many places. All the guys had to qualify. And it took a long time. There's a lot of work behind this. You can't just put people in the water like this and say swim.
Sam, perhaps you can tell me about what some of the biggest challenges were that you had to overcome. I mean, the physical conditions, the mental conditioning, environmentally so. You were talking about leopard seals in the water. I mean, tell me about that.
Well, the biggest challenges for us on this trip was the weather was quite bad. So from day one, we were on standby. And being a swimmer and an athlete, to psych yourself up and get yourself mentally ready for an ice swim like this and be on standby for 12 days was quite exhausting. The event was all supposed to happen in one day, and we had one heat which had sunshine on the swimmer's back and the wind in the swim direction. And on my heat, the wind changed direction, it started snowing, we couldn't see the boat. 1 kilometer from the ship felt like 5 Ks, and that was quite tough. And then after my swim, the event was kind of called off, and the swimmers that were in the next heat were already getting ready for their swim, and they were told, sorry, you can't swim today. So I think the weather was probably the biggest challenge, and being ready for the swim constantly was quite exhausting.
But congratulations, you've done it. You've successfully
done it, thank
completed
you.
a swim across Antarctica, and you've got the medal to prove it. Can we see
do.
that? That
Sure.
seems like it needs
So
to go
that medal
somewhere.
actually was done in Cape Town at the Cape Mint.
Just hold it up for us. That looks absolutely beautiful.
And we had to carry about 30 kg of medals to Antarctica because we had 14 swimmers. But they loved it.
It looks beautiful.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you for the
It could be
inspiration and
yours if you come with
congratulations.
us 2019, you know.
If you come with us in 2019, we'll think about that. Let's first just try and get across the water here, just on the other side of the promenade. Guys, thank you very much for the inspiration
Pleasure.
and congratulations once
Thank
again.
you.
Thank you.